you're a salesperson, you're constantly selling a product or a service to the public. Now, ever since I was young, sales is something I've always been passionate about. It's something that's always been in my blood, and it's something that I want to continue pursuing after I graduate college. So upon finishing Fresno State, it was my decision that one day I aspired to becoming a regional sales manager. Now, doing some research, I noticed that upon graduation, I won't be able to become a regional sales manager right off the bat. Few steps I have to take along the way. So right below a regional sales manager is a sales manager, and right below a sales manager is a sales representative. Now, according to OnIt and projectdescription.org, I noticed there are three behavioral skills that are essential to becoming a successful sales representative. The first one, oral communication. Very essential in sales because you have to be clear, concise, precise, and confident in the way you speak. Every audience is different, so you have to tailor your audience depending on the style that you want to project to them. The delivery is very important. It can make or break your presentation. So if you actually have a presentation that is very entertaining and you're not using a monotone voice, chances are you're going to keep your audience engaged. Now, there's also going to be different times when you're not going to have face-to-face conversations where you're going to have to be able to talk to a customer over the phone. So obviously your tone is very important. Over a phone, you have 4 seconds to be able to make an impression on the person, on your customer over the phone. So you have to show the person that you're a person worth listening to. And obviously, if you project the confidence, they're going to feel more comfortable with you, and they're obviously going to purchase from you. And the second most important skill as well is active listening. Remember, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. In business, or in sales in general, you're going to have to be constantly listening to feedback in order to improve. So sometimes you may not get the sale across, but you can always hear the feedback from your colleagues or for the customer on why you weren't able to make that sale, and from there on, move on. At the same time, in sales, you have to actively listen to the customer, what their wants are, what their needs are. Because it makes it a lot easier on yourself and for them to be happy by it, because you know what their wants or needs are to fulfill them with your product. You can anchor them with your product or service and why they should purchase it. And the last one, the most important one, is persuasion. Persuasion is the single most important skill you can ever master. Once you know how to master this skill, it's going to go from there on up. So persuasion is the ability to influence or alter their attitudes in order for them to buy your product or service. It's actually going to tremendously increase your sales once you learn how to master this skill. Persuasion is actually not making them buy something that they don't need, but helping them overcome their obstacles so they can purchase your service or your product. So mastering these 3 behavioral skills